construction industry today represents 1.2 million Canadians, right, that work in our industry, and we are approximately 6% of Canada's GDP. We were talking a little bit about demographics when I started, and I'm from the baby boomer generation, and really we came in when there weren't plentiful numbers of jobs and we had to work hard. We had to work hard to get the job and to hang on to the job, and many people took jobs thinking, didn't really think about they would leave or move or bounce around. You sort of took a job and thought, well, that'll be my career. They might make one change in their career, but rarely, and sometimes not even by choice. Today, with the new demographics, I think there's just so many more choices for the new younger generation. Also, because of our cost of living, most are two-income families, and if they have a family, then both have to be involved in making sure that that unit works and works effectively. So it's very different. In my generation, often one stayed home, typically the wife, and raised the family. And so men had a little more opportunity, or the provider of the family, to travel, to go to where the opportunities were, to work longer days. And now it's just not the same. And it's not, I think, always because that's what the youth of today want. It's what they are in a position of having how they have to live. There's lots of emerging trends in construction in Canada today. British Columbia is being similar to all that's going on in the West. Projects are becoming larger and more complex. We have a loss of institutional memory, not only on the contractor side, but also on the owner side. As people are retiring, the institutional memory loss means that owners are having a difficult time because they haven't got their purchasers necessarily with the experience in knowing which type of tendering procurement method to use, and so we're really missing that. Another emerging trend is the fact that we've got a lot more foreign competition, and it's not just coming in always as foreign competition, but they're buying out many Canadian companies. They are forming joint ventures, merging, and it's really a nationwide sort of change that's happening. Projects are becoming much more complex, and by that I mean owners are looking for solutions versus just a low bid, and there are a lot more mergers and acquisitions going on in Canada, so there's just so much going on in our marketplace, and it's shifting dramatically. We're so busy, working the jobs as we know them, running the companies. We haven't really embraced certainly the social networks and a lot of the technology. We see it almost as a waste of time, and we don't see yet, I think as a generation, I'm generalizing, the value, and yet the power of it is phenomenal, and I think we have to go there. I'm not sure how long it's going to take us to get there, and the sooner we learn to learn and to embrace it, the better. I just look, how many years ago nobody had hands-free mobile devices, and now everybody's got them. And you can ban them, you can say don't use it, but I mean, at the end of the day, you've got to buy in and get there, and I think engage with the newest, latest, and best technology you can afford. I see it as pro-labor, and not to say that free enterprise is anti-labor, but it's just stronger in terms of a labor movement. And we in British Columbia have enjoyed a 10-year run of free enterprise. And I know at one time it was the social credits, and then it was the Liberals, but in my view it's free enterprise, where it's business-oriented, tax-friendly. We've now got the lowest taxes, I think, in British Columbia of all of Canada. So I think another emerging trend is the fact that we're going to move into new political times. I do believe we're in for a change, and not good or bad, it's just a change, and we're going to have to figure out how we can operate and succeed within that new environment. We have enormous opportunities in Canada between now and 2020. Canada is projected to be the 5th largest construction market in the world, behind China, the United States, India, and Japan, and some predict that we may surpass Japan. So there's huge opportunity. It may not be in the urban areas. It's probably going to be in the more rural outlying areas. But with the opening up of Canada's natural resources and getting those products to markets all over the world, we are going to enjoy great strength within our construction market.